Top welterweights and others are chomping at the bit to get a piece of Jeff Horn. Stay tuned. Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, hit the bell icon. Thank you to all the people who left a super chat, regular donations, Patreon. We working. 2017 ESPN PACQUIAO versus Horn was a fun fight. Didn't know what to expect. Most people hadn't heard of Horn, but Horn beat PACQUIAO in a shocking upset. And I knew this moment was coming where you had top level guys, because at the end of the day these guys are all fighters, so most of them will fight whoever. They're not really tripping. But if there's someone in their division who has a title and they consider them food, easy work, then why wouldn't you want that? You know what I mean? That's, who wouldn't want some easy work for good pay? You know, that's just crazy. Like, do you guys go into your jobs, whatever job you do, and you walk into work, when you punch in, you just hope for the hardest, toughest day that your job has to offer? Like, I remember I used to work at Best Buy, and the Black Fridays used to be crazy. Inventory, when we did inventory, it was like a week-long process. And when I worked at Lowe's, the inventory used to be crazy. And it was a good thing that those things were so spread out, because you would lose your mind if every day at work was a Black Friday sale and you had to work with all them customers, or every week was inventory. You know what I mean? It gets crazy, it gets hectic. So these fighters are no different. Even though they'll fight anybody, why wouldn't they want some easy work? Why wouldn't they want to fight against somebody who has a title that they feel they could easily beat? And I knew this because even if you had Jeff Horn winning, there are certain vulnerabilities, certain flaws. So I want to talk about what some top 140s and 147 pounders are saying. Terrence Crawford said, shaking my head, shit's crazy. They wouldn't let me fight him, but let him go over there and lose. Shaking my motherfucking head. Which is true. I told you guys on the channel. Y'all got mad at me because at the end of the day, it will go down as PACQUIAO wanted no smoke with Terrence Crawford. He wanted no parts. That's just, it is what it is. And it's funny how things change, because when I was making the videos, they said, oh, you're the PACQUIAO hater, man. I speak from the heart. You know what I mean? I tell you what I really, truly see. And that's what I seen. And the evidence is all there to support it. Terrence Crawford, every time his name was mentioned, not necessarily by Bob Arum, credit to him, he sounded like he wanted to make the fight. Probably a reason being because he wins either way. If Terrence Crawford beats PACQUIAO, knocks him out, he has a new star on Top Rank. If PACQUIAO wins, you beat a young, talented, undefeated, skilled guy like Crawford. So either way, Bob Arum wins. But Team PACQUIAO, however, Freddie Roach is like, oh yeah, we need a couple of tune-ups, and we're not ready. You know what I mean? And you had Michael Conks, who said, oh, we don't like his style. Who cares? He's a top-level threat. People want to see the fight. Let's see it. But like Crawford is saying, they didn't want that. And then they let him go to Australia, and now it's a controversial robbery that now no one's going to get a crack at PACQUIAO but Jeff Horn again. And now they just set up a possible trilogy, definitely a second fight. And that's PACQUIAO between that and being a senator. His whole schedule's booked up. Crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff. But I don't forget, you know what I mean? And in boxing, we know what it was when it comes to the Crawford situation. A lot of y'all got mad. Oh, PACQUIAO would destroy Crawford. Okay, if you can't destroy Jeff Horn, who was literally walking in the front door, no jab, no head movement, just walking up on PACQUIAO, what do you think Crawford would have done at this point? You know what I mean? Crawford is far more skilled. He fights almost better as a southpaw. PACQUIAO's a southpaw. He's bigger and longer than PACQUIAO. Pause. It just, I mean, the writing's on the wall, but y'all didn't want to listen. Next, we have Danny Garcia. Danny Swift Garcia, he's been MIA since March, just chilling, enjoying his holidays, enjoying his time with his family. And someone said Jeff Horn versus Danny Garcia, and they tagged him. And then he posted that tweet from whatever random fan And he says, since Thurman is out with a broken arm, what y'all think? Let's make it happen. Hashtag Team DSG. And you'll see Adrian Broner like the post. That's what I'm saying. Now the guys are like, oh, okay, Jeff Horn got a belt for sure. That's it. That's an easy ticket. That's the Willy Wonka golden ticket, because there were vulnerabilities whether you had Jeffrey Horn winning or not. I feel like a lot of the top level talent, they're not gonna look like Pacquiao looked. You know what I mean? A lot of those guys fight smart, maybe even have more power than Pacquiao has, because Pacquiao for some reason can't pull the trigger anymore. He was stopping bigger guys like Cotto and De La Hoya, knock Ricky Hatton out with one punch, but he can't pull the trigger. He had Jeff Horn like on bad legs, and he let Jeff Horn climb out of the casket. It's crazy. It's crazy, son. And lastly, let's talk about my man Errol Spence Jr. He posted a picture of his fight with Kell Brook, and he says, leave no doubt, hashtag man down, hashtag who's next, hashtag strap season. So you guys take it for what it's worth, but I think that's a kind of a subliminal, you know what I mean, in the sense of we all looked at what happened. Everyone's talking about the commotion and was it a robbery, controversy, and then he says leave no doubt just an hour ago. You know what I mean? So that's kind of a shot. Like, don't leave it up to the judges. Do your damn thing. And then the final clip I'll show you is Spence was watching the Pacquiao Horn fight, and he says food.
You say something, you gotta do that.
Your word is bomb, bro. Your word is bomb, man. Your word is bomb.
He's probably looking at both of them food. He didn't really specify or nothing like that. But I never been to Texas like, oh, I've been to Texas, but I never went to Texas and stayed. But Texas seems cool. It seems down similar to the Bay, like just in terms of how people get down, mentalities and stuff like that. So if it's like what I think it is in Texas, then we know what that means. When someone says you food and you're looking at food, that's that you're a young hungry lion. You already know what that is. So looks like the top welterweights are chomping at the bit. Terrence Crawford would easily jump in the ring, I believe, after he fights Ndongo. If he beats him, he would easily fight Jeff Horn, because like I said, what fighter wouldn't want to fight a less experienced threat? You know what I'm saying? Like Keith Thurman, you gonna fight Errol Spence or you want to fight Jeff Horn? They both have titles now. You know what I mean? It's just these fighters have to do what's right. You know what I mean? That's an easy title, and then you can save the tougher fight for later, if we're being honest. Let me know what you guys think. I knew this moment would come where you had the top level guys, because after that performance, even if you had Jeff Horn winning, it wasn't like it was a flawless performance. Like I said, he was a dead man in that round 9. So you can't let guys off the hook in this game. Like Joshua versus Klitschko. Joshua was badly hurt after hurting Klitschko. Klitschko rallied back, and then Klitschko, being 41, another 41-year-old, 40-plus-year-old, couldn't pull the trigger. Klitschko has power, but he let Joshua recharge his batteries, and then Joshua came back to stop him. You can't do that in this game. That's why you have to know when to hang him up or when you have to push, that extra push, because you leave someone in there too long and then you get upset on the judge's scorecard, or they come back to stop you. Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.